morning. Today I'd like for you to take a moment and reflect on music here at Sojourners. Our gathering music, the congregational hymns, the special music, the choir, the closing circle. Well, it quickly is clear to me that my worship experience would be vastly different without the music. So what is it about the music? Well, music actually draws on our emotions. Songs tend to stay with us, even more than the spoken word. Years or decades later, a song or a tune will resurface from our memories. But it can also take us back to that time or place where that song became important to us. Within the church, the primary vocal music is the singing of the congregation. Through our singing together, we learn about God. We learn how to speak with God. Our singing actually shapes our faith. It can move us to prayer, praise, thanksgiving, love, or any host of emotions. All of us singing together expresses the unity of the church. All of our different voices, instruments, parts come together to create a single unified work of beauty. Every voice matters for our tapestry to be complete. So remember, you are part of the music ministry here at Sojourners. So here we are, middle of a pandemic. So what's happened to our music ministry? Well, when services switched to the virtual experience, members of the congregation stepped forward to make sure that worship could continue in the new virtual format. Steve Brinkley stepped out to make sure that music remained an essential part of our virtual worship experience. We all so appreciate what he does for us each Sunday. Now, another part of the music ministry continues, but is not quite as visible. Early on in our socially distanced life, Beverly Singh reached out to all current choir members and invited us to a virtual choir rehearsal. And so we Zoomed in. It was so good to see each other's faces. And yes, we did get around to singing as well as checking in with each other. It's a little unnerving to be singing on your own, but at least we could sing together, even if we had to remain muted. Beverly sent out music each week, and we'd try to sing along with the recording that she'd play. And this worked fairly well, and we were enjoying some of our old favorites. And then the ever-industrious Bev set up a Dropbox that had recordings for each of our parts so we could actually practice. Bev has held these virtual choir rehearsals every week since the spring. Having this opportunity to sing with each other has been so grounding this year. And then, since Bev likes to challenge us, her next move was to suggest the idea of a virtual choir. Now, this involves Bev selecting music, recording all the parts, rehearsing with us, our sending recordings to Bev, and then she magically creates this virtual choir recording. Earlier in November, you may have heard the choir singing, "Be Still and Know." And we hope to be providing some additional selections during Advent. Additionally, Beverly has also set up the occasional Sunday night sing-along on Zoom. These have been led by Bev, Steve Brinkley, or Tom and Jane Hansen. We have sung hymns and other music together, even though we are all muted. It's been wonderful to see folks that we don't normally see. Pastor Morgan joined us for some of these and contributes a selection or two from his harmonica. Truly is a gift. So even during this pandemic, The music ministry is an active part of our church and definitely something that I want to see continue. During this chaotic time, music has been and is a quiet, calming place for me. It may make me cry, laugh, or maybe just give me a sense of well-being. It also allows me to connect with you in an amazing way, even if we can't hear each other singing. I look forward to the time when we can all be back in church, and I suspect that when that happens, there will be many tears shed during that closing circle.